G'day viewers. Okay, so what's on for today? Well, today I've got two little jobs I want to do, and the first one I'll have to explain. It involves the front forks, and the second little job is I want to fit my Guardian bell that Guy gave me for the motorcycle. So today, once and for all, I'm going to find a spot for this Guardian bell and fit it to the motorcycle. Now, to show you what I've got planned for these front forks, the first thing I need to do is to remove the screen. I've just got two security bolts I've got to remove. This is a quick release screen. So once I've got these two little security bolts removed, then I can just pop the screen off. There's a latch either side. Pull them off and screen's off. The good thing about that is I can at any time fit a larger screen if I want. If I want the big touring screen for touring around. But this brings me to what I want to do with these front forks, and something I noticed when I first took the screen off and started riding around without the screen, something that sort of bugged me a little bit, and I'll show you what that is. Now, if you see these brackets that bolt to the forks, they're gloss black, and obviously the forks are a polished steel. Don't think they're aluminium, they're polished steel, and I don't like how they're sort of black with those holes cut out and things like that. What I'd like to see is this all black in here. And so what I've done is I've bought some, I went to my local sign shop and I got some gloss vinyl. Now I was after some gloss vehicle wrap. They didn't have any, but they had these this offcut of gloss vinyl, and I'm going to just wrap the polished parts of these forks here on both sides with this vinyl and then fit this black bracket back on, so that when you see the front end, just that section there will be all black, and the brackets won't be so obvious, they'll be sort of blended in. Now, if I've got some, I'll have some left over, I might just put some gloss black on the end of these bobbins here, just to help tie them in as well. And I did see that Indian have gloss black versions of these. You can get these little, I'm calling them bobbins, but mounting points, on their website, but they're about $160 to buy the gloss black versions rather than the aluminium. So the first thing today is to get these polished parts of the forks, just this section here, in the gloss black, put the brackets back on, and I think when I take the screen off, I think that'll help tie it all together and make it look more cohesive. That's my plan anyway, so let's see if that works out. And the first thing I need to do is to remove these mounting bobbins. Let's call them bobbins. Or do I need to take them off? No, actually I don't need to take them off. I think if I just undo these two, no, I'll leave them on, I don't need to take them off. No point taking them off if I don't need to. Okay, so this is a T30, I think, bit. Now that should just to separate those, and this should come apart in two halves. Okay, so as you can see there, they're just two halves that clamp together and then bolt up. So what I'll do now is take the other side off. I'll clean this off with isopropyl alcohol, so I've got a nice clean surface. Put the gloss wrap vinyl on there, then put these back on and we'll have a look. Now, this is not a how-to video. I'm not going to do a how-to video, I'm just showing you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Alright, now we're ready to clean those up and get some vinyl on them. Okay, we've got some isopropyl alcohol, and what I'm going to do is just clean these sections down with this alcohol, and I want to get all the grease and gungy stuff that's on there off. I think I'll just spray it onto the paper towel and wipe it on. I don't really want to get it all out of the tank or anything like that. Ideally you probably should have washed the bike first, but anyway, let's just keep going. It's actually, I think the stones have pitted and marked that a little bit. So this vinyl is probably going to give it a little bit of those fork legs a bit of protection. Because that does feel like a bit of a scratch and a nick out of there. Let's do the other side. Yeah, that feels the same as well. Look. I think they're taking a bit of a hiding. Alright, now that we've got those both clean and free of oil and grease, let's just offer up these brackets again. And I think what I'll do is I'll have the join of the vinyl on the outside edge here, because it's going to be covered by this bracket completely, and we've got exposed fork leg here, and I think that'll work best if I start here, wrap it round and then finish here and then put this bracket back over. It's going to give it the best look, I think, and we won't see the join in the vinyl then. Now I'm going to need to cut a piece. Which is 159 millimeters in height, 144. Alright, so I'm going to cut a piece 159 by 144, start this edge here and wrap around and see how we go. Okay, I've got my first piece, 159 by 144 millimeters. Let's offer it up and see how it fits. Pretty good there. Probably I'm going to be good there, so that's what it's going to look like. I think that's going to work well, just to black out this area here. Now it's a little bit squeezy. I might just trim 0.5 millimeter off the top and bottom, and I think we're then ready to stick it on. Let's just go for it and see what happens. I'm just going to peel this leading edge off and fold that back, like so. And then I can position this so it's square to the actual fork, stick this edge down and then peel off and wrap around. That's the plan, at least. Let's see if that works. I reckon about there. Where I want to go. So hopefully that will keep it square. Now I can peel the rest off, wrap around, and we should be right. Theoretically. Now I'm going to have a little bit of a gap, because I have actually cut this a little bit too short, but I prefer to have the gap up this end, down this end. I think it'll be less visible. But we'll see. I'm getting some wrinkles in here for some reason. Must be bunching up a little bit or something as I'm going around, because it's sort of putting some wrinkles in the back here. Trying to keep as many as I can out of it. Getting that. There. Okay, so that's the first fork leg done. Now there's just a little bit of a gap. I'll show you that. But It's only about 1 millimetre, and that's where that bracket's going to go over anyway, so I think that's going to work well once we put the bracket back on. Good, because the what I want to do is be able to ride around with the screen off and those brackets not be so obvious. I want them to sort of blend in a bit. When we had those bright chrome bits showing through, I think it really drew your eye to it. I think this will help disguise it, if you like. All right, let's go cut the next piece and do the other fork leg. Yeah, again, just folding that edge over. And then I can wrap it around to make sure it's square to the fork leg and in position, and then start sticking it down. And we're done. So that's both legs done now. And already I think that looks a lot better in tying the front end in with the rest of the bike, as you would see on the bobber, where it's got the shrouded in front forks. With them loose, when I put the screen on, it should pull them both into alignment, and then I can tighten them up. Actually, they're pretty well lined up already. That's good. I'm just going to let that sit there for a tick, let it settle in, and then I'll do those bolts up, and that'll be in the right position. There's a little bit of rubber on the inside of those brackets, so I'm doing them tight, but I don't want to over tighten. Right, let's pop the screen back off and have a look. So now when I'm riding around, I think it's going to look good having that all blacked out and all cohesive and together, and the brackets aren't going to stand out. I think that works well. Well, what do you think? I think that works well. I think it looks really good. And it just tidies up all this area here. Haven't got bright chromy forks showing through here, and it just ties all that front end together. It needs a wash now. I've got bugs and stuff everywhere, but I'll do that once I've finished. I'm happy with that. Now I think it's going to look better riding around without the screen like that. I think that's been a big improvement. Right, let's see if we can fit this this Guardian bell now. Now, trying to find the ideal location for this bell. Personally, I really like this position, and I think this is where I'll hang it. I've seen other people hang theirs there as well, and I really like that. I think yeah, that's gonna work for me there, I reckon. Yeah. So I think if I unbolt this little bolt here and hang it off this bracket, because I don't want to. I've seen some people hang it off this brake line here. And I don't like that. If that gets caught on something and drags on a brake line, I don't like. But this little clamp here, if I unbolt that, pop that on, I think that's going to work really nicely. So let's do that now. Just got a 10mm bolt down here. So I want this little tree symbol to be facing out. I think it'll look better. So if I put it like that. So a big thanks to Guy Fuller for sending me this bell. All right. Happy with that. I think that's a good spot. So Guardian bell is fitted to the bike, and that's where it's going to stay. Nice and secure, bolted on, and yeah, I really like that spot. I think that's cool. So yeah, we're done. Okay, that's today's two little jobs I wanted to get done today done. I'm happy with the way they turned out. I love the way this looks with all blacked out, and I love the location of my new Guardian bell. So thanks again, Guy Fuller, for the bell. I really appreciate it and the sentiments behind it. I hope you guys got something out of this. Again, it wasn't a how-to video, it's just showing you what I'm doing. And if you feel inspired to do the same to your bike, you know how I did mine. Thanks for watching again today, guys. And until next time, bye for now. Oh, here's a couple of videos, or a video you might enjoy. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can just click my head right here. See ya.